Alright, now moving on to number 32. We're just given a simple cross multiply problem. You do 14 times x minus 1 gives us 14x minus 14. Remembering you're writing this out the first time, you might want to put this in parentheses because that 14 needs to be distributed to the x and the negative 1. Same thing with the 20. 20 times x is 20x, and then 20 times that 1 is 20. Go through, solve down, found x was negative 17/3. Alright, moving on to number 33. Notice I even messed up on 33. Don't want you to look through that. Let's look over here. We're actually told to find the perimeter of BCE. BCE is actually the small triangle. I drew a big one and a small one. It gave me some measurements, told me out of the big one we got 27 on the top, 24 on the side, and 21. Over here on the little one we told 18 is the top, and then I'm asked to find the other two and find the perimeter of it. So what I did was, hey, if I'm talking about x, I'm talking about 18 in the left side, so that's 18 over x, and 27 over 21, cross multiply, I got x is 14. On the second one, we're trying to find that y the other side, so I used 18 and y, so I used 27 and 24. So 18 over y equals 27 over 24, and found 16. Now, when it's still not done, I got to find the perimeter of all these, so I added 18, 14, and the 16 there, 18, 14, and 16. I got that shown here, and we end up getting D of 48 is our answer. Alright, moving on to number 34. 34 says a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Big thing we need to key on, finding WZ. Where is WZ? That's here. Okay, this is what we're told. We're told 2k minus 2 is from W to Z. We're told x to z is 3k minus 7. We're told 4, 4, and 5 there. The reason I can go ahead and label this one both as 4s and this one both as the same is because they tell me they're medians, making them both in half. So I know this is 4, 4, and 5. It's 2k minus 2 and 3k minus 7. After I did those, hey, I simply got a proportion. I got the bottom divided by the middle, 4 divided by 5, and 2k minus 2 over 3k minus 7. Make sure if you have the bottom on this one, you have the equal to the bottom on this one. So 4 as is the 2k.5, 4 is 2k.5, 5, the middle one is the 3k minus 7. Went through there and solved. Then I'm just simply cross multiplying, divide, and find out k. Remember, plug k back in here. After you figure out k, plug it back in, you get is equal. Alright, we're on number 35. Count the number of dots in each arrangement. How many dots will be on the fifth arrangement? That's where most people are going to mess up. They jump ahead and they forget that they're looking for the fifth. So obviously in the first section you got 2 dots. The second section is 4. We're just adding a section of 2 dots each time. There's the third. There's the fourth with 8 dots. So we're looking for the fifth. If we count the fifth, that's 10 dots. You know it with that 10. Alright. Looking for number 36, geometric mean. Remember when we talk about geometric mean, our x's are across from each other. Both x's here are across from each other, and I plug those two in, multiply them. That number times that number. X times x is that x squared. And then you do that number times that number, and then do the square root of it to get that squared off. And we end up with D. If you do end up with a decimal, just put these as a decimal and the decimals will match up. Alright, on the last one, we're told to find x, and with both of these being 11 here and here, that means that this is a divider. And if this whole thing is 10, we know both of these are 5. We can do the Pythagorean theorem. Since we have a right triangle, we can do 5 squared, x squared, and 11, where 11 is the hypotenuse. After we end up solving that, you're going to end up with a decimal. Again, change all the answers to decimals, and it'll end up matching up.